One night I woke up at 3:17 in the morning, and my cat was sitting on my chest, just staring at me. No sound, no movement, just those wide eyes in the dark. And for a second, I'll be honest, felt creepy. But then something happened that made me look at cats completely differently. Because the truth is, your cat has an entire secret life that begins the moment you fall asleep, and most people never notice it. Not because cats hide it on purpose, but because their quietest behaviors are often the most meaningful ones. See, during the day, cats can seem independent, sometimes distant. They sleep for hours, ignore your calls, act like they own the house. But at night, that's when their instincts wake up. And strangely enough, a lot of those instincts revolve around you. A few months ago, I asked a friend if her cat ever bothered her at night. She laughed and said every single night. He walks across my pillow like he's checking something. First she thought it was random, until one night she pretended to stay asleep. And what she saw shocked. Heard her cat slowly walked up beside her face, paused for a moment, then gently touched her cheek with one paw, not scratching, not demanding food, just checking, and honestly. A lot of cat owners experience this without realizing what it means. Cats are extremely sensitive to movement, breathing, and routine. The second you fall asleep, your breathing changes, your body becomes still, your energy shifts, and your cat notices. All of it. To them, sleep is a vulnerable state. In the animal world, vulnerability matters. So when your cat approaches you at night, they're not always trying to wake you up. Sometimes, they're making sure you're okay. That tiny nose near your face, that soft paw on your arm, can actually be a form of monitoring behavior. Almost like they're saying, "You still with me?" And here's the beautiful part. Cats don't do this for everyone. But nighttime behavior gets even stranger. Because have you ever noticed how cats suddenly become absolutely insane at around 2 or 3 a.m., running through hallways, jumping off furniture, sliding across the floor like furry rockets? People call them zoomies. But there's usually more going on beneath it. Cats are naturally most alert during dawn and dusk. That's how their instincts were built long before they ever lived in our homes. So while you're asleep thinking the house is quiet, your cat is basically clocking in for their night shift, checking rooms, listening for sounds, watching windows, and yes, sometimes sprinting full speed for absolutely no reason, or at least no reason we understand. But to your cat, the house is territory. And whether you realize it or not, you're part of that territory too. Now here's something that used to confuse me. Why do cats always need blankets at night? You know what I mean? That slow pushing motion with their paws like they're making invisible bread dough. Turns out, it's deeper than comfort. Cats have scent glands in their paws, so every time they need your blanket, your pillow, or the spot beside you in bed, they're leaving behind their scent. They're blending themselves into your space. And in cat language, scent means connection, safety, belonging. It's one of the clearest ways cats create emotional bonds. So when your cat curls up beside you and starts kneading your blanket before falling asleep, they may actually be saying, "This place feels safe because you're here." And honestly, it changes the whole behavior once you understand it. But the creepiest thing cats do at night, staring into empty darkness, everybody who owns a cat has experienced this. Your cat freezes. Their ears twitch, their eyes lock onto a corner of the room that looks completely empty, and suddenly you're questioning every life decision that led you to this moment. But cats experience the world very differently than we do. They hear tiny sounds hidden inside walls. They notice vibrations we completely miss. Their vision works in lighting that would leave us blind. So while we think they're staring at nothing, your cat is actually processing an entire world we can't access, which honestly makes cats feel even more mysterious, like they exist halfway between our world and another one. And then there's the behavior that surprised me the most. Some cats groom their owners while they sleep. Hair, hands, even eyebrows sometimes. Weird? Absolutely. But in the cat world, grooming is incredibly personal. Cats only groom those they deeply trust. It's something they usually reserve for bonded companions and family members. So when your cat licks your hair at night while you're unconscious and defenseless, that's not random behavior. That's affection. Quiet affection. The kind that asks for nothing in return. And maybe that's why cat love feels so different from other animals. Dogs are obvious. Cats are subtle. They won't always run toward you. Dramatically, they won't constantly demand attention. Instead, show love in tiny moments people overlook. Sitting near your door waiting for you, sleeping beside your feet, slowly blinking at you across the room. Little things, but real things. And honestly, some of the deepest signs of trust happen when they think nobody's paying attention, including you. So tonight, before you go to sleep, pay attention to your cat, not just during the loud moments. Watch the quiet ones. Because behind all the strange nighttime habits, there's usually something surprisingly emotional hiding underneath. Maybe protection, maybe instinct, maybe love, probably all three. And if this video made you see your cat differently, make sure to subscribe and stick around. There's so much about cats people still misunderstand, and honestly, that's what makes them fascinating. Now, I want to ask you something. What's the strangest thing your cat has ever done while you were trying to sleep? Trust me, cat owners always have a story.